Okay, we're live. Now I'm doing a live much earlier than I normally do. So good morning, good morning. I don't expect anybody to be jumping on live with me right now, but if you do, welcome. I just got to ask that you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell for notifications. Make sure you like, comment, so other people interested in movie making and stuff that would find this interesting would might be able to find this video better. Thank you very much. So I'm going to set a little late today because we're going to shoot into the night. We got a night scene. Ooh. And really excited for it. So we're going to be shooting that later. So I know it's only 6:40 in the morning or something, 7:40. I don't even know what time it is. But normally I'm already an hour and a half into shooting already or on set. So where were we? Oh, yesterday. So Eddie Crawford, you rip balls to go places. So you know where this is going. How funny that you're on here. That is what I'm talking about today. Yep, that's the title of the video. And there is a reason for it. So my brother, who Edward knows, Eddie is a great filmmaker, by the way. Eddie, make sure you send a link or something on this thing so we know where to look. Eddie's got a movie coming out. He's a fantastic actor, filmmaker. And I'm so glad you're joining us. And yeah, we're talking about ripping balls and going places. What does that mean? Somebody asked me what that means because I have a little post-it note that says rip balls, go places on my kitchen cabinet. And this came from my brother. My brother is a baseball player. And when we were younger, he was so obsessed. He had a giant, my parents, God bless them, man. They so supportive. They built a giant batting cage on the side of the house, the length of the house. You know, I don't know, 15-foot poles, 8 of them, giant net, one of those machines that spit out balls. And my brother would just practice. He just loved the baseball. And he would say, Andy, you rip balls, you go places. You rip balls, you go places. And what's the meaning of that? It means if you're hitting the ball and you're doing it consistently and you're doing it well, you're going to get on the team and you're going to go places. You're going to rise to the top because that's the job. The job is to hit the ball. And if you rip it, if you really hit it, you're going to go straight to the top. And that became a lesson about baseball to a life lesson. You rip balls, you go places, right? And now I don't think my brother said this to me for years. And I still had it in my head. I want to do a video about this because I've made it my life philosophy and I've tried to modify it to shoot film, go play. I could never quite get it right working for what I do, right? So I kept it. Rip balls, go places. And I've been wanting to do a video about this philosophy. And then the other day he texted me while I'm on set. How's it going? And I'm like, this is amazing. It was my best day ever. When the day I was doing the stunts and I was just having a blast. And I said, this is incredible. And he literally just texted, rip balls, go places. And I'm like, that's a sign. That's a sign. And then yesterday I was on set and if you see, I started alive. I got about a minute in. They're like, you got 10 minutes. And within 1 minute, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a video real quick because I wanted to talk about something. They were like, I got 1 minute. And they're like, Andy, we need you. And I had to run over. And funny enough, that was exactly what I wanted to talk about, the fact that I had to do that because this team, and actually this goes for both units, first unit and second unit, but I realized it on second unit watching because it's much smaller. There's kind of a lot less going on. So I got a chance to kind of focus on what everybody was doing briefly. And it just struck me that how everybody on the crew was competent. I mean, competent actually feels like, the true meaning of the word competent, because it feels like it's not even giving them enough credit. They were really good at their job. Whatever their job was, everybody was on the job. Everybody was on the ball. They knew what they had to do, and they did it. And I realized that they're also consistent and reliable, right? Which was the second thing I noticed. They're consistent and reliable, and they had to be. They had to be, especially on second unit here. Lives are on the line. We got loaded guns. We have moving vehicles, several moving vehicles. Plus, they got to get the shot. Plus, we have, actors, stunt guys, all these things happening one time. They have to be consistent and they had to be reliable. on what they were doing, and they were all good. They all worked it, so they were competent, they were consistent and reliable. And then I noticed that they took responsibility and accountability for everything, right? So everything, if something was their job, it was their responsibility. They took care of it. I could not turn around without the hair coming on and make sure it was right. Then the makeup people coming on doing the makeup, and then the costume people, and then the camera guys running around, and they had to build a dolly, and they built it so fast. They were so responsible for what their job was, and that lead me to the fourth thing: their job. Whatever the goal was that they had to do, if they had to build the dolly, if they had to get the camera alongside the moving stagecoach and get the actor hanging off the side or whatever it is, like everybody knows what their goal is. It's clear. It's a clear purpose. It's a clear goal. They know exactly what they have to do. And then they all do it. And they all did it well. And I realized that was on obviously both units. And that's how we're doing this movie. I think we're shooting in 25 days. This could easily be a 40-day shoot. Yet, so we're doing this, and we're doing it. There's no panic on set. There's no, I mean, maybe there's people stressed, but they're not showing it, right? Everybody is on purpose. Everybody is accountable and responsible. Everybody seems to be consistent and reliable, and everybody is good at their job. And that's why we're all here. That's why during this pandemic, these people have jobs, right? And I just realized that this is like a little microcosm of how you got to be as an artist, as a filmmaker, as a human. And obviously you can't be on the ball 100% of the time. It's just not going to happen. There's going to be mistakes. Things are going to happen. You're going to mess up. You're going to slip, get tired or whatever. You're not in that zone, but that's what the consistency and the reliability comes in. Because more often than not, and I judging by this crew, it's much more often than not, these guys are on the ball. They're consistent. They're reliable. John Miller, hi, welcome, buddy. Thanks for joining me again. It's a 25-day shoot, which is it's incredibly ambitious, and I feel no pressure. I mean, I guess not that I should, but I don't feel the pressure from other people. Everybody seems calm. Everybody seems on purpose. They all know what they're doing, and they're all doing it, and they're doing it well. And I think that's just what makes a great person, right? These guys are all in their way, ripping balls. They're all top of what they're doing. Every single person I've come across on this thing is impressive. And I'm not surprised that they're working. They're working during this time where a good portion of the country shut down, and we're making this happen. And, that's got to go straight from the leaders, the director, the producers, right on down to the bottom. Everybody's on it. And it just fired me up. It fired me up to see it. It fired me up to think it. It fired me up to realize, like, it's the key. It's very cold out here, Eddie, yes. It's freezing. But that's the key. I have so many friends right now. I'm going to reiterate this a lot. That there's a lot of friends right now not living their dreams. They're not going after their dreams. And when I ask them, what are you doing? What did you do today towards your dream? It's excuses. Oh, I had to do this. I had to do that. And I realize they're not making excuses to me. They're making excuses to themselves. They're telling themselves, giving them reasons not to do what they want to do with their life. And then they're miserable. And what am I going to do with my life? You got to go after it. Be good at what you do. And if you don't feel like you're good at what you do, work at it. That confidence will come. Work at it from the smallest little level. Write a TikTok, shoot a TikTok, an Instagram video, YouTube video. Look, this is very uncomfortable for me. I like high production value. I don't just ramble into the camera. Me and Schwartz, everybody thinks we make up our stuff on the spot. We write that out. We rehearse that. We work hard to make it look like we're making it up, spontaneous. And this is very uncomfortable, but I decided this is what I wanted to do. And I said I was going to do it. And I'm going to remain consistent. Do what you say you're going to do, at least most of the time. Be accountable, be responsible, be reliable, be on goal, and you'll get whatever you want. It's the law. It's the way it works. What day are we on? We are on, I think this is shooting day 10. Yeah, we're on shooting day 10. I feel like I've been here for 6 months. I mean, literally 3 days in, we were talking with the other actors, and it felt like we had been here several weeks, and it was only 3 days in. Maybe because, as a kid, time, everything's new to you, and time is slow. Not that time is slow here, but there's so much new coming at me that it just feels like I'm living lifetimes in these days. And will the actors be there the whole time or mixed schedules? Well, mixed schedules, because just because of the nature of the way the story is structured. It really gets down to two people, the main two. I'm going to talk about them, Jamie and Letitia. It really gets down to those two. I could talk about them because they're announced, and it becomes their movie. So all of us that kind of start or come back in the end or whatever. I'm not going to give any of that away, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of actors and set up in the beginning. And there's a lot of actors set up, and then there's only a few actors in really most of second act and most of third act. So unfortunately, I'm losing friends by the day they're leaving me. And it is weird and very sad. But we're getting a new one. I think Michael K. Williams, it's his first shoot day today. And I can't wait to be there. And I get to be there. I'm in the scene that he's in with Letitia and Jamie, and I just can't wait to see him act with these two. I mean, watching just Jamie and Letitia alone is an incredible experience. Going to chase that dream, man. He got her on. Eddie, keep ripping balls. Congrats. Maybe catch a New Year. I will be home Christmas, Eddie. I hope. I love you, buddy. Keep working. Thank you, John. Mom and Dad are here just as I'm leaving. You got to go back and watch, Mom and Dad. I talk about you. I talk about Michael and ripping balls and going places. All right, so we're running along. It's about 13 minutes in. It's freezing. I got to get ready to get set. Forget to subscribe, like the other videos. Eventually, I'll put those up there. And go live your dream.